Well, we started about 2 years ago when we first went to New York to look at David Bowie's archive. A few years back he got all his material together and he had an archivist sort through it all and document it all, just like a museum really. And so it's all kept in fantastic conditions, and so we're allowed to sort of look through it. There's about 70,000 objects in it totally. David Bowie's fantastic as a subject because he crosses over between music, performance, drawing, posters, virtually everything that's in the V&A one way or another. Lots of people have asked if the exhibition was done to coincide with the release of David's recent album, but in fact it's a complete coincidence. When we started this, first of all I don't think he was even thinking of doing an album, and in fact we were going to do the exhibition in a different gallery at a different time, but for various reasons this gallery, which is much larger, became available, and so the thing eventually fitted together quite nicely. So one of the most famous costumes on display here is the Union Jack outfit designed by David Bowie with Alexander McQueen in 1996-97 for the Earthling album and the Earthling tour. Of course, Alexander McQueen is such a huge figure now in design that I think people automatically assume it was designed by him. But when David started working with him, he was a graduate fairly new out of college. And in fact, the original idea, if you look at it here, that David had was for his figure looking out over England's green and pleasant land. It's a sort of lift from a 18th century painting of a landowner looking over his possessions. So the whole concept was thought through by David, and then he went to Alexander McQueen and got him to design the outfit. If we can't interest people in the main part of the exhibition, I hope everybody will come to the last bit, which is David Bowie performing. There's a 20-minute show here, which is a combination of film clips of him performing from all different periods and different places. It shows the famous film of Ziggy at the Hammersmith Odeon, where Ziggy was killed off in 1973, but includes stuff coming up to Glastonbury in 2001, so if you were at Glastonbury you might be able to see yourself in the audience. Well, David has not been to the exhibition. We very much hope David and Iman may visit us during the course, but we've got no news of that yet. But I hope there's even some things in it which would surprise him, or maybe he'd see things from his past in new ways.